So, on time, only half an hour. So, closing ceremony. Oh, Ty's just come to me and said, when we've done this, we'll do a quick, he wants you to dip your hands into your pockets just one last time. He doesn't want to take this gun home, so he's willing to raffle his Uber Nerf gun off.
Whatever we make goes in the trunk charity.
Now, before we start. Go on then, Ty, go on up. So, we'll raffle it out. It's a little disc, it's a big disc thrower.
It's the Nerf Vortex Praxis. It's the long-range disc blaster, so you could quite literally shoot a trace from the comfort of your own home.
Very important.
Fiver.
£5 over there. £5. Do I hear
10 from Harry.
10. Do I hear 11?
Chris, do you want to?
12.
I've got more money.
12. Do I hear 13?
God, it's worth more than that.
13.
I got 13 down here. Do I hear 14? 14 or higher. 14 or higher.
I'll give you 15. What the hell?
15.
And 15 over there.
20. 20.
£20 in the back. £20 in the
Oh,
back.
you git. That's so they can't bloody shoot me with it.
But it comes with a detachable stock.
Ooh.
So we have a 20.
We have 20 in the back. Any more? Any more? Go on. It's a lovely green colour. It'll match your eyes, unless your eyes are not green yet.
£20 once. £20 twice. Sold to Dave Trace.
Saw that coming.
Okay, welcome to the closing ceremony. We swiftly transition from the... That's broken now. You still want the 20 quid, you know, Trace. So, closing ceremony. We're going to do the prizes for the masquerade. I shall hand over... Have we got a list? Did you put the list out or... Oh, she's got, we have technology, we have a list. Okay.
Handwritten list.
Okie dokie.
But it's not.
So you know. Okay. I'll show you what you chose. Right. Masquerade, thank you by the way for the judges for all your hard work and being locked in a small room with no alcohol. And no windows. Be lucky we didn't have the manacles. We didn't because we thought you'd get too excited. Right. Judges Awards. Best use of a bow tie to Rent a Witch and Kerry. Okay. I'm reading them in no particular order because this is the order they gave me. Best style entry was Jenny.
Yes.
So dedicated, she's still wearing the same costume. Into it in winter.
Congratulations.
Best Newbie Award, in addition to getting free registration next year, is Ty. Here's your virtual free registration for next year.
Which means you've got
Right, best performance was Chris and Jenny.
Woo! Thank you very much. Here's chocolate. I give these away to my children. It's not my children, but the children I treat. Good for business.
That's a guaranteed business then.
Thank you.
The Young Indiana Jones Award goes to Chris Trace.
Young.
Okay. Best impression of Zoidberg making an exit. Manga Dave.
You better do it when you leave.
Okay. The looks more like the Doctor than anybody else we've ever seen, Steve Patton. Okay. Best use of cuteness was Claire. Oh, best use of jackboots, Kevin Mortimer. Come on.
I've been mugged.
I don't know what she did, but apparently she won an award for something. Alison Tracer's. Did anybody remember? Thank you very much. So, some money information. We haven't got exact figures yet until we do the calculations, but I can tell you we raised over £1,000 in the auction. Which really, I know what Sharon Williams will tell you, that was absolutely amazing. The size of the audience, you guys are unbelievable. That's another book. And we may make it more once we've got everything else added into it, because we raised £15 from the drawing lessons. They charged a £5 for the drawing lessons and £1 went to the charity. Tony will be back next year in Dixon to do drawing lessons, and trust me, he can teach people who cannot draw to draw. Gemma and I were convinced we'd never be able to do this. It was amazing.
Next year,
God's
ears and noses.
Yeah, put the paper back, get the other eyeball.
10 years time, we'll have a whole body done. But no, really is, if you don't think you can draw and you want to try, next year, go and book in with Tony. It was amazing. The raffle, £127. We did raise £185 for children in need, thanks to Armadacon Electrics. So Chris will pop that into Children in Need's account as soon as he's...
As soon as I get back from Antigua.
Yes. And the reason he's going to Antigua, because the turkey readings raised over £100. Thank you, Fiona. Without you, it would never have happened. I remember EasterCon, Jersey, 1988, I believe. That's when we first met.
I have no clear recollection of that.
Probably because you were drunk at the time, but we'll not go into that.
Probably still out.
So without you, we wouldn't have been able to raise all this money all these years. I understand you're thinking of giving it a break.
Well, next year is going to be 25, and I think it's getting time to pass the crown on to a younger generation of idiots.
So
Talented voice actors and actresses
that's
who may
pretty much what we said, yeah. Honest.
want to take over the 3 boxes of books I've got in my house.
There you go, Chris, you've got a job.
So anyway, what else do we... Oh, the trace shooting raised £200 exactly. Thanks to everybody, and thanks to Mike for his generosity at seeing his family slaughtered.
Next time we three have to see Mike get it.
I like that.
But next time, we do need to organise it better so Ty doesn't have a head explosion. Because it was all last minute and it wasn't good for him, was it? But we'll sort that out next year, we'll organise that. So don't swing it onto us late, Mike and Dave.
Don't look at me, I mean, it's...
Oh, by the way, Ty's rental managed to raise £16.22p. Thank you very much. So, I'd like to thank our guests, Dr. Pat Harkin. Those who attended his lecture now know how to do their loved one in without getting caught. I would like to thank Marion for your reading. It's likely in the last minute to do one again because I'd like to hear it this time because I was shopping. We were shopping. Ian couldn't make it yet again. His family fell in on him, but he has promised he's coming back next year. He's probably going to bring the family. So while they're upstairs in the bedroom being sick, he can stay down here in the comfort. He said he really didn't want to go home because he didn't want to get ill and he knew he was going to. But he said he really wants to come back. He had a fantastic time, and he's going to come back with more books and probably set up a dealer's table and just sit there. People will buy beers, and I'm sure he'll bring them for you. Committee. I'm not going to list everybody who helped this weekend. Read your con book. But I want to thank the committee and all the helpers, the people who stick their head up above the parapet every year and get shot at.
Literally.
Some of them literally. And Jamie and Dave. And Robbie, for some reason, we didn't pay for him.
He volunteered.
He's a schmuck. He's a lame, what'd you expect?
Anyone parent for leaving here?
Yeah.
Can't go on going.
So, thank you to the committee, all of you, for all your hard work during the year, and thank you to all the helpers over the weekend and all the bits and pieces you've done, the quizzes, everything else. Done the prizes next year. Armadacon 25, it's going to be our 25th anniversary.
Hey!
Technically it's not, because it's about a few months later than the original one, but we're close. It's our 25th convention. Some of us have been here. How many of us were there at Armadacon 1? Yeah. It's a dying breed.
Armadacon 2?
Yeah.
How about Armadacon 2? It's a few more, yeah.
And Simon.
And Simon, of course.
Was here earlier.
Yes,
Had to go home.
we noticed.
The dog.
Oh. But 25 years, so we're going to try and do something special. We already have a guest. Neil Gordon has already, subject to work commitments. Neil Gordon runs Millennium Effects, who do all the creature stuff for Doctor Who, amongst many others. Fortunately, we have an in with him. He is a name that we have been talking about for many, many years, and we've never really been able to get a good in. And Alan stayed with him. So, and Linda, of course. So he has agreed, subject to work commitments, of course. And hopefully we'll get some more guests, and it's going to be an epic. We're going to try and make it one of the best ever. There are a few things bubbling away. I know we've already started, the committee started talking about it. There's going to be 5 bunny girls.
And the rest.
And the rest. A whole third. A whole warren. A whole mixomatosis of bunny girls.
We suggest we put the bunny girls in the laser tag so you can all go on a bunny hunt.
Who's coming as Albert? Come on.
Rabbit season.
So, a bunny burner.
If you haven't registered, it's not too late. Same price as last year, £25, £20 concession. After this weekend, it's going to go up, and it might go up later on in the year, depending on how short of money we are. But the date is going to be the same date as this weekend. Ignore what it says in your con book. As always, a con book is a work of fiction. It is the same. It is the 15th, 16th and 17th of November. We are here. We have booked. We're not going to have a sudden change like we had to do this year.
You're not double booked?
We're not double booked. I made sure. I saw them write it down. I will double check when we have a meeting when we wrap up. I want to see the diary this time. But we're going to be here next year for an unbelievable weekend, I hope.
Yeah.
Have I forgotten anything? Dave? Dave.
How easy you do it.
Oh, Dave, have you got it?
Yes.
Yes, Dave.
Yes, we have.
Great. Anderson, front and centre. Last few years we've been doing something to thank those people who've been working on the convention all these years, mostly unnoticed, mostly behind the scenes until it gets horribly wrong. And this year's it's Mr. Anderson's problem. So we have found, do you want to do it? Or, yeah, you do it. We have found a techno-known survival kit. So we want to thank Dave for all the hard work over all these years.
Thank you very much.
The person we want to thank is John. Every year you bring all your schlepp all your kit. Did anybody play this year? Laser tag?
Yeah, he was running around in his costume.
Good.
When he crouched, oh my god.
Oh, yeah. We found something that we thought was perfect for you, just to thank you for schlepping all your laser tag here, and putting up with the fact that half the time nobody wants to play, but you still seem to enjoy yourself. All hard work. We found a companion for your other bikes. So thank you very much for all the stuff you did. Right, don't forget, the meal is 8 o'clock in the main restaurant. Is there anything I've forgotten, guys? Committee? No?
Who
Dave?
cares?
Gary, I have a question. How many pre-registrations?
Something like 25.
Sorted.
Yeah. What are you guys sitting here for? Go and see Chris. Give him your money. Oh no, we've extracted most of it, haven't we? We will take checks. You can post them to us. Hopefully, if we can get the technology working, we're talking about online registration.
We do have online. We certainly have online payment now via
good.
Go Cardless, the Go Cardless website. But we haven't got an online registration form as
No,
yet.
but when we come, when Liz has finished her nervous breakdown, and Dave's recovered from all the caffeine we feed him.
One last question.
Yes.
One last question. Who is the current custodian of the risk communicator?
I've got it.
Oh, you've got it.
I have.
You're looking after it till next year.
I will look after it until next year.
Oh, thank God for that.
It makes a wonderful doorstop, by the way. That's where I spent most of the life of mine last year.
I've got it somewhere very safe.
So, when Liz has finished her nervous breakdown, and her and Dave have got the website up and running again, there'll be details. Check the forum board, of course, please. Check the website, and yeah, I heard that. I mentioned it. I'd also like to thank you, Dave, all the dealers who turned up.
They're all coming back.
Extracted all the money. Yeah, they're all coming back. The gamers, the Otaku Scale Electrics, absolutely brilliant, guys. Thank you very much.
I'm bringing you ZX81 next time.
Yeah, the retro gamers.
So I enjoyed the
Retro
road
gamers.
rash.
They are definitely coming back.
If I can sell 3 more guns left on my table, I'll have nothing to bring back next year.
Okay, so go and see Ty, go and see Chris, pre-register if you've got any money left. And that's it, I think. End of Con 24.